Okay guys, so the next part of my wonder is her jewellery. This is actually the first part that I'm starting with, but I think the first part in this video is going to be her dress, but this is the start for me here in real life outside of the video, if that makes sense. But anyway, so I'm putting together her jewellery. This is just her hand jewellery, her rings, her bracelets, her leather braces obviously, but she also wears these two necklaces I just got from Etsy. They arrived this morning, so here they are. Very pretty. They're actually really accurate and I'm really impressed with that. And I got them from Little Wolf Cosplay on Etsy. She does a bunch of wonders, accessories and jewellery, and they're really beautiful and really reasonably priced, at least for me in the UK, because it's only like £2 shipping. But yes, I got her Age Voltron necklaces because that's the outfit I'm doing, and also her bracelets that she wears under her braces on one of her hands. I'm not sure which hand, I didn't check whether it was left or right, but she does wear these two bracelets, which are from the same Etsy store as here. The only issue I have is that I have very small wrists, so these kind of are a bit baggy if I try and show you with one hand. If you see what I mean, like. But I didn't realise she left a message when I ordered that if I needed measurements I should tell her before she ships, but I was really busy and hadn't really checked my Etsy, so I didn't see that she'd left that message, and I really wish I had now, but they're going to be under the braces anyway, so I don't know if they're going to be that much of an issue, but I wanted to get them anyway because it's a costume detail that I really wanted. Because I'm trying to make this as accurate as I can. And if I just show you a little reference picture, this is somebody else's that I found on a forum. This isn't her, this isn't Elizabeth Olsen, but it's apparently her screen accurate jewellery, or at least as close to. But she wears the chain and the pearl bracelet here with the bracer, and I think this is a metal just kind of bangle, but they will never fit my wrists, so I'm going to leave that off. She also has these, I think she has 6 stacked like embroidery floss bracelets here with these gems, which I may have to make. And then the rings. Now, this hand has been a lot easier to find than the ones on this hand, but this, on her ring finger, she seems to have some sort of dragon claw ring, which I did find on Etsy, but I don't know whether it'll be able to fit on my ring finger. I might have to wear it on the middle finger because rings kind of only fit on my middle finger because I have such small hands, which I keep saying they are. I also found 2 of these rings. They're called loop rings. And I'm going to buy 2 and stack them and hope that they fit on my index finger. Now this ring, I have one here that is quite close to it. Here, just a red stone in the middle, but it doesn't fit on this finger at all. Only on my middle finger, as I said. Try and get it down. So I don't know what I'm going to be able to do with that. I think I'm just going to go for an inspired by a selection of rings, and not totally accurate as she has it, as much as that hurts me because I really wanted this to be accurate. But it's fine, who cares. Anyway, for her other finger, she seems to have this golden red band, and I have a single gold band. I can maybe paint it. But this is a stack ring, so I only go that far down on my finger, but that should be fine. That may work. She also has this, I think it's silver, series of rings that seem to be connected by this stone in the middle. I don't really have that identical one, but I have this kind of thing. It might be too big and too blingy for her, but and it kind of looks like it kind of resembles it, and it does fit on that finger. So maybe that will work. This is where I am so far with her jewellery. Yeah. So here are the necklaces on my dress dummy with my dyed red lace bra. I did dye this from, if you can see by the thread, it was like a really light coral pink. But I dyed this to be a cherry red, and it kind of blends in with this. It's not perfect, but I wanted it to be part of the costume because I already had a lace bra that I could use and dye, so that's what I did. The threads do stick out a lot, but I can't do anything about that because they're polyester threads and not natural cotton threads, but oh well, it still works. I'm going to test it with the dress and see if it is noticeable or not. But anyway, here are the necklaces on. This one I think is perfect length, but this one is really long and I've had to kind of knot it back. I might use pliers to kind of fix it up and maybe put a clasp in there because it didn't come with one, but that's fine. But yeah, I'm really impressed with them, and I highly recommend her Etsy store, which I will link below. And also here's a video of me dyeing my bra. So I said in the last clip that the dress would be the first part that I'd show, even though my jewellery arrived first, but I decided against that because I wanted to film it like this. But my base dress has arrived and it looks pretty cool. It is obviously too long, but where that pin is where I'm going to be cropping it and hemming it. It's a very good alt in my eyes. It actually looks pretty good. Like the shape is the same except for me having to crop it off. But it does have sleeves, which I will be removing, but they look like that. And the original brand is Dr. Martens. I just cut one sleeve off and that was so scary to do. But now I gotta remove the other one. Okay, done, and I didn't mess anything up. Yay! So I was just about to cut into this dress for the hem, and I discovered I have pockets. That's such a plus. I am very thankful of that. Also, I'm kind of sad that I have to cut out the Dr. Martens emblem, but oh well. So I recently bought a roll hem foot and I've been sort of practicing it out on my scrap fabric from the dress, and it's, you know, for the first time, not too bad. I was expecting it to be really awful, but not too bad. There is some curvature, but what I'm planning to do is, though it's a jersey, I'm planning to roll hem this and then flip it over and hem like that, kind of similar to how the hem actually looked. So I'm going to have a few more tries until I get it looking okay, and then I'm going to hem the dress. One of my joys in life is getting a new box of pins. Look how colourful, and I haven't lost half of them. I always lose my pins and I hate myself for it. Okay, you can't see it too well because of the lighting, but I did do a hem here on this side. This is kind of pinned and not finished yet, and I haven't ironed it, so bits are poking out, but it went pretty well and it looks quite good. So far so good, and I think I'm going to leave this video here. There will be a part 2 and also a separate tutorial for when I make her leather like wrist things, her gauntlets / gloves, but the next video will be her jacket and a couple more accessories and the wig. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in that video. Bye bye.